All right, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to my power, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles at GMS who taught me this truth and taught others this truth, and who suffer these afflictions to bring out the word. Kahala Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Barakatham to the sincere of the brothers. And this is a quick video out of Bloomberg. Treasury sees 2018 borrowing needs surging to 1.34 trillion. And why is that significant? Because ultimately, man, these elites, they're running out of money. Now, themselves, they're always gonna have money. But as far as like the general public is running out of money. Basically, because they keep on borrowing, a fuck ton of money. This is out of Bloomberg. The U.S. Treasury Department said government borrowing this year will more than double from 2017 to 1.34 trillion as the Trump administration finances a rising budget deficit. Specifically, the department expects to issue $425 billion in net marketable debt from October through December, lower than $440 billion estimated in July. According to a statement released Monday in Washington, the Treasury sees an end of December cash balance of $410 billion, compared with its previous forecast of $390 billion. From July through September, the Treasury said it issued $353 billion in net marketable debt, compared with the earlier prediction of $329 billion in borrowing. The cash balance was $385 billion at the end of September. Okay. So here's the important part. Treasury borrowed $72 billion in the second quarter, $488 billion in the first 3 months of the year. According to Bloomberg, calculations based on the Treasury data, borrowing this year will be the highest since 2010. When America was emerging from recession. But the thing is, these are signs that are showing that we're going back into a recession. They're just acting like this. These are the numbers that came out after the recession. Well, then that would obviously mean that we're in a recession right now. And who's causing this money to be borrowed and mishandled? The fucking wicked, aka the so-called white man and these goddamn heathens. These heathen nations all across the world, who are basically fucking around with the money here. The IMF, right, the International Monetary Fund, is based off the U.S. dollar. So essentially, every single country in the world, their money is based off of our money. You know what I mean? And it's because of the wicked that's the case. This is Job chapter 9 verse 22. This is one thing, therefore I said it, he destroyeth the perfect and the wicked. So a lot of you niggas, a lot of you 2/3 Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are gonna perish because you believe this money is like a saving factor, that this is a saving grace, and that's just not the case. A lot of you military niggas, a lot of you contractor niggas, you know what I mean, generally the so-called white man overall, he's making money in ways that ultimately is going to destroy him, because he can't really do too much. So-called white man is on his last legs, okay, and it's apparent because the money has always been a motivating factor. They don't give a fuck about money no more. A lot of these people have made all the money that they can, and this is the times that are these are the times that are being shown that the maximum amount of money that can be made has been made. So now you got these people leaving, you got these people doing all sorts of things, man, mass exoduses, and it's all due to money. And that money ultimately, man, it's a curse. This is Job chapter 9 verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So if the so-called white man isn't the wicked that the Bible speaks of, well, then where's he at? Okay, so the head of the IMF, right, is most likely a so-called white man. The person who runs the treasury, the president of the treasury, so it's probably a so-called white man. So these are the people that run these things, the wicked, man. They have international branches. A lot of these so-called white men are in Beijing. Hong Kong is the place for Edomites to go in Asia. You know what I mean? So they have a place to go. And you see, they covered up the faces of the judges and the saints. You know, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They're supposed to be the judges, man. And they covered up our face. You look on the dollar bill. It's a so-called white man. How is that? He ain't doing no goddamn work. He ain't done shit. You know what I mean? So why they putting his face on the money? Because he is the quote unquote ruler of this world. You know, for just a small amount of time. This is the book of Job, chapter 10, verse 3. Is it good unto thee that thou shouldest oppress, that thou shouldest despise the work of thine hands, and shine upon the counsel of the wicked? So all these people hate the fact that you're calling out the wicked for what he is, the goddamn devil. And you surrounded by him all day. I'm surrounded by them every goddamn day. It's the devil. It's the devil that the Bible speaks of. It ain't nothing to get emotional about. I'm standing out here making this video. You got you got so-called white people grilling you, but hey, man, fuck them, because ultimately we coming back into our power, and Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to bestow righteousness upon this earth. It's coming soon, and this get right is going to be ordained through these nuclear missiles, and there's nothing that these so-called white people can do about it. You know what I mean? This is the last precept. I'm going to finish a little bit more of this article, and then that'll be it. This is the book of Job, chapter 10, verse 7. Thou knowest that I am not wicked, and there is none that can deliver out of thine hand. So you know that you're not wicked. You 1/3 of Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and that there's nobody that can deliver you outside of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's why ultimately the only way that we're going to get out of these conditions is the divine intervention. What does an Israelite man have to be concerned with in the realm of money? I mean, sure, you got to work, pay your bills, keep your electricity running, keep the water flowing through your house, but ultimately we don't need no money. And that's why the Lord, he's not giving large, copious amounts of money to his men. As a servant of the Most High God, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you're not going to be paid living in the shade, man. This is going to be a life of hardship. And ultimately, man, this money, it's a gift, because the money isn't going to destroy you. A lot of these NFL players, a lot of these international banking heads that are receiving millions and millions of dollars, they live miserably, man. You know what I mean? Because they're living wickedly. And I know I said, one more precept, but hey, the Spirit is moving. This is Psalms chapter 37, verse 34. Wait on the Lord. That don't mean, so when he say wait on the Lord, that don't mean you need to get up in arms, become some sort of, revolutionary activist. You need to sit your ass down, go over the precepts, you know what I mean? Fast, pray to the Most High, create fellowship through Israel, you know what I mean? Go on the highways and byways, teach His word, all these different things that you need to do, do them and wait on the Lord. Because you goddamn niggas, man, y'all kill me with that we're finna take over shit, man. All you ISUPK, IUIC, GOCC niggas acting like we're gonna rise up above the conditions that we're in. How the fuck we gonna do that? The so-called white man, aka the wicked, he rules the entire earth. There's no way. You have to wait upon the Lord. And it says, and keep his way. So you're gonna keep his laws, statutes, and commandments. You're not gonna buck up. You're not gonna say why. You're not going to ask why I can't have sex with my woman on your period. You're just not fucking supposed to. You know what I mean? Ultimately, she's defiled anyways, whether she's bleeding or not. But, that's just the wisdom that you come into, that you have to keep his way. And part of keeping his way, man, you can't let these women bring you down. You know what I mean? Because them spirits are pinging off them women. And them women, when they get that money, the spirits fuck with them. Them demons get to playing with their mind when they, whether you have a lot of money or whether there's not enough money. If you don't have enough money, the demons start fucking with the women, because the women ultimately don't have any faith. And it says, and he shall exalt thee to inherit the land. Right? And how's he going to exalt us? By raising us up above the so-called white man. When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it. So when these wicked elites and these other people start to falter like they already are, we're going to be here to see it. And that's the watchmen. The watchmen of Israel are going to be there to see it, and we're gonna be able to make a lot of precepts pop. We're gonna be bringing a lot of things to light, man, because this shit is coming to an end, man. This life, as you know it, is coming to an end, and you can feel it because this money is drying up and this money is running out, and the so-called white man is scared. He's scared because there's not enough money to control these people. These so-called white people, if they don't have a certain amount of money that they're making, it's going to be a problem. So the fact that they're not making the money that they originally were, it's creating more demons, and you can see it. You can see how we're on the brink of war due to the fact that we're spending all our money on defense measures, billions upon billions, man, and that's ultimately to set up for the war in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, right? Which is coming real soon. It's coming real soon, man. That battle, that war, and it's all brought upon by money, the wicked, and these heathens. So all you brothers out there who are doing this work, don't worry about this money. I know your woman may be bitching, you may not make as much money, because you have a job where, you need to, have a shaved face, but you don't have a shaved face, But those incentives, like they say, if you want a really nice job, you got to shave. That's bullshit. Ultimately, the men of the Lord, we don't have to shave. You don't got to listen to your woman, man. All you got to do is listen to the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Hold fast to those words. And those words are your money. They're your currency, man. And you're going to need a certain amount of spiritual currency in order to get into the kingdom, man. So we got to stack up. We got to get that spiritual bank account risen up. And don't worry about this money here, man. It's all folly. So with that, I just want to say, salutations to the apostles at Great Millstone. Salutations to the elders at Great Millstone, along with my brothers. Who I'm honored to be amongst. And I'm honored to be around and to learn from them. And to learn that this money is death. So with that, I just want to say, Call Halal Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai Ba'Hashem Rakak Kodash, and Shalom to the beloved hopeful elect.